Okay, so in the last video we looked at a basic flowchart where you start, you have an output, so you do an action, and then you delay and you wait. And that you could have an iterative solution by repeating that again and again and again. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in another option here. So I'm going to use my arrow, I'm going to click this line and I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to just move these down a little bit. Right, so I'm going to add in something called a decision. And this here is a decision symbol. So let's drag that on, and it says is square, triangle, circle, star. So these relate to the buttons. These are the inputs. So I'm going to have the star button. So let's say star. Now, is it on or is it off? So I'm going to put is it on. So you can see already I'm asking a question. And what is going to happen is that the flowchart is going to do something based on that question. So is the star on? Okay. So at the moment it's not on. So I'm now going to add to my flow. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to say yes, if it is on, let's go down and do this bit of work here. I'm going to click again, it comes straight to no, and I'm going to put it back up to start. Let's get the start down to here. So my flowchart is going to start, it's going to say is the star on? If it's not, it's going to keep checking if the star is on. If it is on, it's going to run this code. Now there is an issue here that once it's in this loop, it cannot end. Okay, so I do need to delete this bit and link that delay back to there. Right, so start, is the star on? If it's not, keep checking if it's on. If it is on, turn on the mouth, delay to, turn off the mouth, delay to, then loop back around, check if it's on again. If it's still on, do it again. If not, let's stop. So if I run that, you should notice now nothing is happening. It's running, start, is it on? No, no, no. As soon as I press this star button, it then runs this bit of code here. And when it gets back round, the star's still on, so it'll carry on running. If I turn the star off, it goes back to this section. Okay, you can add as well as many decisions as you want. So I could have a separate decision here that says is the triangle on? Okay, and what we're going to do here now is say, well, if the triangle's on, I am going to put the left eye on, and then I'm going to put the left eye off. And I do my delays, 2 seconds. There again, and I'm going to link these up. So I'm going to need to get rid of this yes here, and I'm going to put this yes to here, and then I'm going to put yeah, if that's on, let's link these up. And back around to here. If that one is not on, we're going to go to that point. It's starting to get a bit complicated, as you can see with our flowchart. But we've got multiple or nested decisions. So it starts, is the star on? Well, if it is on, if it's not on, it keeps checking. If it is on, it checks if the triangle is on as well. If the triangle is not on, it goes and it runs this mouth code. If it is on, it runs this eye code. So if we run that, nothing's on. Let's put triangle on. Now you can see nothing's happening because the star isn't on. So we put the star on, okay, and it's winking. Let's take the triangle off, and it should now come back round and run this code here. Here we go, now it runs this code. If I take the star off completely, nothing is running. So that's basically how you do a decision. You don't need to get as complicated as 2 decisions at the moment. 1 decision will be fine. But a decision basically asks a yes or no question. Is an input on or off? Okay, and if it's on, it can do one thing, and if it's off, it can do another thing. So have a go at putting decisions into your algorithms.